Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jolene Mujica. I am the head of trends and tours at Windowswear. Welcome to Windowswear Live. We're going to take a look at today's or this week's retail news. So let's get started with Gucci. So Gucci has debuted GucciAria to celebrate their heritage, their past, and their president. So when Alessandro Michele became creative director of Gucci in 2015, he introduced this new narrative, right? One that includes a remarkable emphasis on word and wordplay and the vernacular that Gucci regularly uses. And in the spirit of that celebration of the house this year, they have invited the invite for the upcoming hashtag GucciAria debut is a book of riddles, of puzzles, and crosswords, all revolving around Gucci heritage, both past, present, and including future. And what is so exciting about this is really taking this sort of idea of Gucci and translating it into something that is, tangible, that is not based or rooted in clothing or accessories, right? Taking the language of Gucci's visual identity and transferring that into the written word, which, as Alessandro Michele is apt to do, very creative, very interesting, and thoroughly unexpected. As always, Gucci is always doing something unexpected and new. And as you can see, it almost looks like a workbook, something that could be emphasized as being very young or very juvenile, right? It almost looks like a Gucci homework, but it has pieces of their heritage, of their history, of their brand DNA embedded in this entire pamphlet that they have created to sort of spread the word of Gucci and what Gucci has become known for. In addition to their, sort of quirkiness and very vintage aesthetic, they are a smart brand and they are leading that effort with this packet. So congratulations to Gucci. Let's move on over to see what's going on at Tommy Hilfiger. So Tommy Hilfiger's family has established a fashion business school at Elmira College. So Tommy Hilfiger and his siblings Andy and Betsy Hilfiger have partnered with Elmira College to establish the Tommy Hilfiger Fashion Business School, which will combine business education with real-world fashion industry experience. It will be a part of their bachelor's program and their bachelor's degree in business administration. The Hilfiger siblings grew up in Elmira, New York, where Tommy Hilfiger opened his very first local store in 1969 called People's Place. Now, Tommy Hilfiger and his family have maintained their connection to their community throughout their work and their philanthropy. And the partnership with Elmira College reflects much more than their personal connection to the area. According to Tommy Hilfiger, who is the principal designer of Tommy Hilfiger Corp., which generated $9.2 billion in global retail sales in 2019. The fashion industry, of course, runs on a never-ending influx of new talent, and this program will be instrumental in shaping aspiring designers and entrepreneurs through firsthand knowledge and experience in the business. Now, Tommy Hilfiger also noted that Elmira College has a national reputation for experiential learning, both within and outside of the classroom, and this program will open up exciting career opportunities for students, as well as boosting the industry's talent pool. He expects to invite his network of industry contacts to lecture at the school. He really wants to give back to his hometown of Elmira, New York, and inspire students who are interested in pursuing studies and a career of fashion. Their family has had a long-standing relationship with Elmira College, and they really felt that they would be a great addition to the business program. The opening of the Tommy Hilfiger Business Fashion School is an exciting endeavor for Tommy Hilfiger himself as well as his family. That is what the campus looks like. They are scheduled to start this fall of 2021. The program will offer a concentration and minor in fashion marketing and fashion merchandising, both new to the curriculum, and students within the fashion merchandising program will study the merchandising needs of a marketplace through research, design, data collection, and analysis. The fashion marketing track will train students on how to research, collect, and analyze data, develop marketing and communication strategies to launching brands in the marketplace. Now, Elmira College's business administration program has had a long relationship with the Hilfiger family, according to Betsy Hilfiger, the Hilfiger family liaison for Elmira College, where she took classes toward her RN degree. We really looking forward to a great collaboration in bringing fashion industry expertise to the classroom through internship experiences with us as well as other fashion houses. Now, the creation of programs such as the Tommy Hilfiger Fashion Business School is a part of the college's strategic plan to introduce industry level knowledge to the next generation while persevering the essence and preserving the essence of a liberal arts education. Elmira College will hire faculty when deemed appropriate for the courses. Tommy Hilfiger, who actually didn't attend college, said that he started his People's Place business right out of high school, and all of the college students from Elmira used to shop there. As previously reported, when he received his President's Award for Lifetime Achievement from the Fashion Institute of Technology in 2019, Tommy Hilfiger told the graduates that the best part of his success cannot be defined by fame or money. It's always the opportunity to give back to the world and to do more for causes that are dear to your heart and that will matter the most and create an impact. So looking forward to seeing what this new program brings to the table. All right, let's jump ahead and take a look at what is going on over at Valentino. So Valentino has, of course, launched their very first line of cosmetics. And while many of their competitors like Chanel, Dior, Givenchy have been in the cosmetics game for some time, Valentino was one of the last major luxury brand holdouts without a beauty line, surprisingly. In the coming weeks, Valentino is launching a line of color cosmetics, including lipsticks, foundations in multiple shades. The cosmetic launch will also be accompanied by the launch of a new cosmetics clutch big bag big enough to hold a lipstick and face powder. Now, luxury brands who have recently dove into the beauty game have found it quite successful. Gucci sold over 1 million tubes of their lipstick in a month after its 2019 launch, and Hermes lipstick launched also a very successful campaign as well. Valentino licensed out the development for their beauty products to L'Oreal, an age-old industry beauty expert and a skincare leader. Licensing is often the go-to approach for large companies like this that don't have in-house chemists for developing beauty products. Gucci's lipsticks, for instance, are produced and licensed by Coty. The new Valentino beauty collection will feature 14 core products, and the brand is also planning limited beauty drops to coincide with their runway shows. So in 2019, Valentino took its plunge into the fragrance game with Voce Vita, which was fronted by Lady Gaga as their ambassador. And Valentino is betting on a beauty rebound as the world works on emerging from the COVID-19 pandemic. A pop-up shop will be opening at the end of this month at Selfridges and will run for a month at the famed department store. Consumers can also pre-order on Valentino's US-based e-commerce website, and this coming August, the collection will be available at Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom, and Neiman Marcus. The products will also launch on China's Tmall platform this August as well. So congratulations to Valentino on jumping into the pool of beauty brands from luxury houses. Let's talk about TikTok. So, TikTok houses the FaZe clan, right? Should fashion try them, right? Is this a successful strategy? Not so very long ago, of course, the launch of a fashion brand might have entailed a glossy magazine ad campaign, lots of gifting, a big party. Compare and contrast with sort of startup Gen Z brand Finesse, which is building buzz by moving 9 creators into a TikTok house in LA from April to July, giving them a Finesse wardrobe and leaving them to serve up daily content, encouraging audiences to provide feedback, so creating a form of an incubator. And these so-called content houses have proliferated in recent years. Put simply, a group of influencers are invited to live in a big house, all expenses paid by an agency or a brand, to create content exclusively for TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, etc. Pioneering examples include esports from FaZe Clan, which launched way back in 2010. They are now currently worth $305 million. And YouTube houses like Jake Paul's Controversial, Team 10, which launched in 2016. And since the rise of TikTok, the content house format has steadily gained in popularity, with everyone from Amazon and Reebok partnering with collectives to reach Generation Z. In 2020, Fenty Beauty launched its own TikTok house, although it was hastily shut down because of COVID-19. Now, collectives have plenty of pros and cons. Of course, from the pro side, the new exposure to new audiences is massive, right? It might not be a multi-demographic, but in a collective that you can build an audience with very quickly. And when you're not alone, it's just easier to create light, to come up with ideas, to have fun. It's very organic. On the other hand, however, the growing number of content houses poses all sorts of sort of traps for marketers who really don't understand the business model quite yet. Let's take a look at some more examples of these TikTok houses, right? So here is the Sway House, or Sway LA, which is one of the original TikTok collectives. No longer in the Sway House, the creators continue to work collaboratively across YouTube, TikTok, and the brand new intro social media site Triller. Content houses can really build and reach relatability. I think what we love so much about TikTok is that it is not a brand driven platform, right? It is very much for the people, by the people. Sway House was formed by TikTok, which included Josh Richards, Bryce Hall, Griffin Johnson, Noah Beck. And although the house itself closed this February, the collective really continues to work together under agency Talent X. The Sway Boys, who began as a group of friends, have a combined following of over 118 million followers on TikTok alone, and its members are also active across YouTube and Instagram. And many of them serve as advisors or stakeholders in the TikTok rival Triller, which is now paying the rent on a new house occupied by some of the same group. Now, luxury brands have already tapped certain members of content collectives such as Sway to reach Gen Z. Noah Beck, for instance, one of Sway's most prominent members, with more than 35 million followers across all his platforms, virtually attended the Louis Vuitton 2021 men's show as a VIP, all fitted out in Virgil Abloh's creations himself. Former Hype House member Charlie D'Amelio attended Prada's Autumn-Winter 2020 show and also produced exclusive content with Prada as well. And content house marketing can really boost reach and also the relatability of branded content. So this is something that, of course, everybody wants a piece of, right? We're also tapping into a subculture or community that is much easier via a group, right? So for instance, the Finesse House, which opened for 3 months, is described by their brand founder as a big brand activation, more so than a typical content house, right? Finesse wanted to show audiences that the clothes are in fact for everyone, regardless of race or gender identity, and creators can often swap looks to show them on different bodies, different body types. Audiences can also vote on looks that they like on Fridays and Saturdays, with designs that are developed by the creators together with their team. And it's just more than about people under management creating content together. It really is about people using their audiences to design together, to shoot together, to build something together. Let's go ahead and take a look at this graph that can just show you how much the influencer market has helped with brand strategy and awareness on these platforms like Clubhouse, TikTok, Triller, and some of the others that are not Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. Now, the question marks over the concept, right? Some industry specialists are weary of over promoting the TikTok house format because it can be considered overused, overdone, oversaturated, right? But content houses have also generated unwelcomed controversy, ranging from parties during the pandemic to utilizing trademarks in a way that is unethical and have resulted in disputes, right? Houses managed by groups of friends, such as Hype House or Sway House, may present themselves as more authentic and engaging, but they can be more open to problems than those under careful management, such as Bite House or Icon House. You have to try to understand that if they reach out to the right demographics and try to be sure that they are a good fit in terms of the imagery of the brand that they want to convey, that's really when this blueprint for success can really work, right? And in the esports phase, questions over the longevity of content houses for TikToks are generally brushed aside. The concept is thriving, and according to Phase, they are reported to be worth more than $300 million. That is according to a Forbes article. They are also going to expand beyond a content house concept, right? It's not going to be just 12 people who've never met before going into a house, right? Which can seem very similar to formats that we've seen in reality television, like a Big Brother, or these kinds of spaces that take up space in the reality TV world. But Phase members are hugely popular and also show promise in the fashion sphere. We really, according to them, they have tapped into the worlds between esports and fashion, with Phase members producing Heat Unboxed videos, and they are super engaged with audiences and are being received quite well. All right, so that does it for our news stories. Let's go ahead and take a look at some work by some Windowsware members. We're going to start off with Millennium Sign and Displays Inc., who has done the Ibiza Rollout Collection for Mage in New York City. Congratulations to them. Over at Visual City, they have collaborated with FAO Schwartz in New York City as well to create those beautiful spring windows. And at Harlequin Design, they have collaborated with the London Design Museum and Bombay Sapphire, so museums and art galleries, which many are still shut down, but essential shops are open. So Bombay Sapphire UK believes that creativity is essential, so they help them turn their gallery into a design museum, or rather turn a gallery in the design museum into a supermarket so that it could reopen. It is stocked with essential items designed by young artists, anywhere from toilet paper to pasta to fruits and vegetables. They're excited to collaborate to create this project. So congratulations to Harlequin Designs. And as always, if you are a member of Windowsware, please make sure that you have that your profile is filled out and that you are uploading your project so that you can be featured on Windowsware Live. That does it for me. We will see you next week.